Hi guys, and welcome to this week's studio vlog where I'll take you with me through the week as we continue to get ready for our small business launch. I'm Trudy, the creator behind Mittel Me, where I'll be making accessories and small apparel items for dogs and people. So last week I ordered some packaging, so I'm ready for when I go to list some items on Etsy. If I do get an order, then I'll be prepped and ready to be able to package it to the standard I want. I have ordered some stickers and thank you cards as well, so they'll hopefully be here later in the week. But for now, we've just got the boxes and other couple of little bits that I've ordered to be able to package as well. I have already opened the parcel, as you can see. I'm happy with most of the products. There is one that's unfortunately I'm a little bit disappointed with. I have emailed the company, so yeah, we'll come on to that when I get to that item. So the first items I ordered was a sample pack of boxes. They do obviously let you know on the website the dimensions of the different boxes, but I'm quite a visual person and I thought it would be nice to have a little selection. I can make them up, have a little play, put things inside and see what ones I'm happy with. So they're the first ones we've got, so pretty standard. I mean, it's a box. I just need to make them up and see how they're looking. So I think the majority of these ones are ones that will count as a large letter. Most of my items, or at least initially most of my items, are going to be pretty small, so I'm hoping they should fit in these large letter boxes. I think I'm going to make these up and then I can have a look and see which ones I want to order some more of, because obviously at the moment I've only got one of each. I used to work for a company where I would help out sometimes in the pick pack dispatch area. So it's kind of reminding me of that. I remember when I used to work at the company where I did pick pack and dispatch, sometimes they would fold together really easily, the boxes. They didn't need any sort of pre-folding. You'd have it flat and it would be like boom 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 boom. Complete with sound effects and everything. Right. Okay. Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? That's like a Christmas hamper size box. Cool. Okie dokie, so this is obviously the biggest one. Definitely don't need any of those initially, but that might be a good one if I go on to do things like settle mats and things like that, which will be a little bit bulkier. So good to know about the size, even if I don't need it straight away. Okay, so yeah, then we've got quite a good little selection actually of all these little boxes here, so I'm pleased with that. I might just grab, I think they're downstairs. That's me. Right, 1 second. Okay, right, we're running out of space. I've just gone to get a couple of the products that I've sewn up so far. So let's have a look. Right, let's get a couple of scrunchies and a treat pouch. Pop that down there. Right, so this one might be a little bit too small. Might end up getting a little bit squished, although I assume that's probably going to be the depth, isn't it, for it to count as a large letter. So it might just have to be slightly squished, but I think that should be okay. We'll obviously have tissue paper and that in there as well, but that's like the perfect size for the medium scrunchie. Then we've got the mini one that fits in there really nicely, and a treat pouch, so that would be too big for that one. So that would be quite a good size for the treat pouch. I just have to figure out, obviously it's got the round bottom, so just have to figure out if it's feasible to squish it down into one of those. I mean, it should be, it's just fabric, you know. Obviously it would be nice to receive it all nice and plump like that, but I don't have to charge more for postage, so it's weighing it up. So we'll probably see if I can get it to look nice if I fold it down somehow. And then if there's a bit of space in the box to stop the products moving about, I've ordered this zigzag paper just to pad it out if needed. Colour scheme wise, I think I'm going for a bit of a sort of earthy, neutral tone vibe. So I've obviously got the brown boxes, brown fill. We've got pretty standard packing tape for closing the boxes. And then now this is where it went a little bit downhill. So I ordered some tissue paper. Now I fully appreciate when you're looking at items online, obviously they can be very difficult to photograph, and I do expect a little bit of variation in colour, that's absolutely fine. However, this was quite a significant change in colour, I think. I'll put the photo up I took for when I emailed the company just to say, look, well, what I've said there basically, you know, I'm going for a earthy sort of vibe, like I say, and this kind of looks, I don't think it looks earthy. So I chose the colour sage green for tissue paper, and what turned up I think is more of a sort of mint choc chip type green. So this was the green. I don't know how it's going to come up while I'm filming, but I did take a photo of it and held it next to the product that I was looking at on their website, and while my photo of this didn't come up exactly true to colour, it wasn't too far off. So I compared that, like I say, with the colour I was looking at on screen, and it's quite significantly different. So I don't hate this colour, but it's not really, I don't look at it and think, oh, I'm really pleased with that, that's, you know, what I wanted and what I want to send out. So yeah, I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to keep looking. And then the other colour I ordered was this vanilla colour, so that's absolutely fine. I just ordered, yeah, light, plain, neutral colour, just in case I wanted to mix it up or put it with the sage green. So that one's happy with that one. That one I need to keep looking. I will see what they say. I emailed them the day before yesterday and I'm still waiting for a reply, so keep looking. I think that's it. Yeah, so that's it for packaging. Like I say, I've ordered my stickers and thank you cards with another small business. I ordered those at the end of last week, so I'm hoping they'll turn up towards the end of this week, and then I will be all good to go once tissue paper has been sorted. Okay, so I have just realised that the smallest one here isn't going to fit a thank you card, unfortunately. Obviously these aren't my thank you cards, it's just the same size, but yeah, that's obviously not going to fit in there. So if I do go for that size, I probably need to get some more cards printed that are smaller that would fit in. In fairness, the lady that I've ordered my thank you cards from, she does an incredibly good price, I think, for a low volume order. So it's not unreasonable to get some different sizes printed that would fit in there, or I discard that option and just go for, so the next size up does fit the card, so that's good. And then obviously we've got the next size up from that still counts as a large letter, and then the last box I've narrowed it down to I think is a then small parcel. So they're my 4 options. I'm just debating what ones to order some more of. I'm not sure what to do. I think it's going to be so much easier once I, well, hopefully once I get some orders, and then I can see, you know, what's potentially most popular and what boxes I'm going to use the most of. I think what I'll probably do is have a look on the site and the other site as well, see what the prices are for different volumes, and yeah, just see what's most cost effective. If I'm able to just get a few of each size without it being an unreasonable cost, then I'll probably do that. If it's more cost effective to, you know, get a few of one size, then I'll probably narrow it down again to just a couple of sizes and go from there. I guess if they're a little bit bigger, you know, obviously don't want it swimming around in there, but if it is a little bit bigger, you know, I've got the fill to pad it out a little bit, so it's better that than it being too small and not fitting in. So I may discard this smallest size and yeah, go for the next couple up. So we're back to the treat pouch sewing. I am loving these colour combinations so much. Love autumn anyway, and yeah, these colours These colours I love, love, love. So I have gone through and prepped each of the tabs for each one and sewn the outer bottom and top portion together and pressed all those, so that means they're all done for all of them, so it should make it a little bit easier for me to go through and sew them all up, which I'm going to make a start on now. So I've got my outer base here and then the outer part of the treat pouch here. This is the trickiest bit. Well, I say tricky, the sewing's straightforward, it's just a little bit fiddly because we've obviously got a round base and then a straight outer portion, so we have to do a little bit of fiddling to get this to sew together. Okay, so I finished up the last bit of the stitching on all of the scrunchies that I've made so far, so they're all in here. I think I've already said, but I love this colour palette. Just looks so nice. But anyway, yeah, they're completely finished. And then here, you might not better quite see on the camera, so I've started working through the treat pouches. So we've got a few made up now with the outer pouches sewn together. So we've got those 3 designs so far, and then the lining needs sewing up to go with them, and then I've got the rest just behind you there. We've just decided pretty last minute to go away for a long weekend because the weather's looking okay. When I say go away, I mean take our camper van away. So we're going to do that and go tomorrow Friday and come back Sunday. So I'm going to lose tomorrow, which I would usually do to do sewing and other bits and pieces, and then potentially I sometimes do a little bit at the weekend as well, depending on what we're doing. So I'm gonna lose 1 to 3 days, which, while it's lovely to go away, is a bit frustrating because I was on a bit of a roll with these. So what I think I might do instead is pause sewing at the minute. Potentially I might go and see if I can get some photos of these scrunchies and then take my laptop with me, because depending on what we're doing when we're away, I might have a bit of time while we're just chilling to, you know, either edit videos or, you know, look at editing some short form content maybe that I film bits of, or potentially looking at doing some potentially look at doing some Etsy listings for the scrunchies so far, or ordering packaging or bits like that. So yeah, I think I might see if I can prep a few bits that I would then be able to do on the laptop while we're away. I might not get anything done while we're away but I'm going to take it and then just see how the weekend goes and what we're doing. Last time I took a few product photos out in the garden and I really like how the photos came out, but it's a little bit damp outside today, I think, so I don't know if that's going to be possible. I obviously don't want to get, you know, the products dirty in any way, shape or form. So I have picked up this tablecloth from, where did I get it from? Dunelm maybe? Just a nice neutral colour that will hopefully look good as a backdrop. So it's obviously a bit creased where it's been folded up, so I think I might give this an iron and then, yeah, have a go at potentially using this as a backdrop and seeing how the photos turn out. Okay, so I've just come out into I was going to call it conservatory, but it's not really it's not really a proper conservatory, but anyway, I've just come out here to try and hopefully take a few photos of the scrunchies. So I've got the tablecloth, I've just draped it over the table and then over the chair. So what I was kind of thinking to try was put the scrunchies in this area and then on a flat surface with the tablecloth as the backdrop. I have just gathered a few bits that I thought I might try as props. So little houseplant, some dried flowers, acorns from the garden, and then some bits of driftwood that I've got from upstairs, and then obviously the scrunchies as well. I think this is working quite well. I've got my little mini sort of photo booth here with the backdrop. I like the colour of this backdrop. I think it's a nice neutral colour without being white. And then we've got quite a nice lot of natural light coming in, which is always good for photography. So yeah, I think it's going well. Cool, so I've just finished taking the photos of the finished scrunchies. I've used this setup that I've got behind me, which, like I say, is just a tablecloth draped over the table and then onto the chair. And then I had the products on the chair, so I had the tablecloth underneath and on the back as well. I'm actually really pleased with how this setup turned out for what it is. So yeah, I was really chuffed with that. I think also it helped, obviously out here we've got a lot of natural light coming in, which is a massive plus for taking photos. So yeah, that was really good. But that's going to be it for this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I've obviously got the photos now, so next week I'll be able to do some Etsy listings and Instagram posts and things as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be really good. But yeah, like I say, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.